Well, hello again. Today is October the 12th. It's been kind of a rainy, crappy week, so I'm finally getting at this 1755. Well, I've been working at it a little bit when we were busy. I get home early in the evening, get a bit of time to work at it, and I've actually had it running. But I'm going to tell you about a stupid mistake I made. I feel like such an idiot for doing it. When I had the motor out of this thing, fixing the over-under in it, I wanted to wash the belly out. Because any of you who have had a Oliver Cockshutt know these bellies get full of dirt and oil and crap and everything. So, being as I'm restoring it, I thought I better get it all cleaned out. So I did. And preventive maintenance, I guess you call it. I stuck rags in all the holes and covered all the pipes and everything to keep water from getting in. Down in the pipe that goes into, or the hole that goes into the transmission there, I stuck a rag. I'm going to show you that rag. It's hanging on the wall here as a reminder. I'm going to tell you a reminder of what? So about a week ago, got the motor put back in it. Got it all bolted down, the coupler chain on, all the lines on, fuel tank, red, everything. But what I should have did right away is put the shaft in the back. Now, any of you guys who have Oliver Cockshutt tractors know about the shaft that goes from the PTO to the flywheel. Well, I stuck it in there. I couldn't get it to go in all the way. And tried for 2 days. We even stuck the old shaft in. I had to buy a new shaft for it because the splines were all wore. Worked at it for 2 days and couldn't figure out why the shaft wouldn't go in all the way. And I talked to a fellow that used to work on these tractors, and he said, well, put a pair of vice grips on the ready rod and try turning it while you're pushing it in. That didn't do any good. So I was getting frustrated, and I sat here and thought about it and thought about it. And then the light bulb went on. That rag was still in the hole, keeping the shaft from going in all the way. So worst case scenario, I thought, oh geez, I'm going to have to pull the motor out again. Me being the stubborn person that I am, got a piece of brace wire hanging on the wall there. Put a little wee hook on the end of it and stuck my drill on the end. So I managed to snag the rag because I knew it wouldn't be tight in there. Wound it up in the the brace wire, and I started pulling it out, and I'm watching in the hole, and all of a sudden the rag disappeared. And we didn't know whether it fell into the front part where the transmission is or where the differential is, so I didn't really want to pull the top off the transmission, so I pulled the PTO out here at the back, had my stepdaughter help me, and lo and behold, there was that rag sitting on top of the bull gear. I managed to save the gasket, so I didn't have to buy another gasket, but the good part of all this is I drained the transmission and the differential, and there was a couple liters of water in the front where the transmission part is, and it was just crap that come out of the rear end. And somebody had dumped high tran oil in it, which any of you Oliver Cockshutt guys know that the differential and the transmission use 80-90 gear oil. What guys don't realize is your hydraulic system is actually up above your transmission, because your hydraulic oil goes in here and your transmission oil goes in here. So I don't know whether the high tran oil would have hurt it in the long run, but I'm not taking a chance, being I'm going to be reselling this tractor. I don't want it to come back on me. So yeah, That little rag has caused me more grief than you can imagine. Other than that, it's coming together good. I had it running. Had a couple fuel leaks. I got to replace a couple of these little T's. If you can see it there, these little T's on the injectors, they were spraying out all over. You get those from A&I. I actually painted inside the belly because once I got the engine in, I didn't want to have to pull it out and repaint it. So now I can just go ahead and sand it, degrease it, and start painting it. I got the decals ordered for it already. Here's all the parts laying here. Some of them will sand, some of them will sandblast just to clean it up. I've actually got pieces here for the 1600, which is a different color. I bought a can of, it's called Prairie Gold. I want to see how good it matches up. So yeah, that's what's been going on. I'm giving myself a deadline at Christmas to get this tractor at least painted and back together. Don't necessarily have to have the decals on, but that's my goal anyway. Yeah, it's really frustrating when you spend days trying to figure something out and it's either something small or something you missed, or in my case, that stupid rag. Well, unfortunately, the Idiot of the Week award goes to yours truly. Thanks for watching.